All right, so this signal just dropped now. As you can see, buy daily weekly move FS vol 60 Saturday analysis. This is it. Let me take a screenshot. Okay, so now this trade, now the first thing to do is for me to click on it. Now when I click on it, now it takes me down here. Now what do I do? This is a buy. Now this is a Weltrade alert, so I come to Weltrade inbuilt. I click on Weltrade, then select vol 60 FX vol 60. I've selected FX vol 60. Then the next thing is to load. You click load. Okay, now I have loaded. Then I click on settings. Okay, I've clicked on settings. Now when I click on settings, what next do I? Now the concentration is on weekly levels, so we'll be looking at this. WL is the current week, all right, which is ending today. W2, WL1 is last week, which is the previous week. Then WL2 is the week before last week. So let's start with WL. Now WL has enough space between this level and the pivot. Now the pivot level is the purple, all right. Okay, so the trade went down to touch the key level at the bottom and is now doing a pullback to the pivot level. Okay, so right now let's check with the previous week, which is WL1. Okay, so WL1 is already touching the resistance. Okay, so it's hitting a key level. Ordinarily I need to see some level of gap the same way we have it on the first side. So let's see this other side. Okay, so this is week 2, the previous week. You can see the same thing is on a resistance right now, which is a key level. Okay, so now I want to check something else. Let me check the signal rate. So let's check the signal rate. I click on it. Signal rate. Okay, so the accuracy of this signal cannot be verified because the accuracy is less than 74. So do not trade this pair. Please check back in an hour. Okay, I want to check another thing, turning point. So let's check turning point. Okay, vol 60 just change. Now can you see this? FX vol 60 just change direction from previous low to a very strong buy. So make sure you get a signal before you confirm the direction. This is a starting of a fresh trend to the upside. Okay, so I click OK. Now let me click on calculate key level. Now when I click on calculate key levels, now I say weekly key level, that's my concentration. So I click on weekly key level. So now I'm going to come here to take the key levels. Okay, so now this is the pivot. This is the pivot. So I copy. I'm going to my chart now. This is my chart. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to paste it here. So I drop this guy. All right. And I come here. I put it here. Paste and I save. Okay. So so the key level is still above, just the same way we saw it on the current week on that account. So let's go to the next one. We're going to be looking for the resistance. Okay, so arrow 1, arrow 1 means the first resistance. Okay, so let's go, which is the first key level. So I'm going to put this here. I hope this video will not be too long. So now I'm going to first of all change it to green. All right, and I put it in. And I paste, I save. Okay, so this is, let me take it to like 4 hours. So this is the next let me drop the support. I'm not going to put everything. So okay, WX1 is weekly key level. We are looking at the support now. So let me copy. I'm going to drop it. So let me put the, okay, and I save. So I'm okay with this. Okay, now if you look at the language, say this is the change of trend to a new trend from the current trend. Now, number one, please note that Bekenet Trading Software is not for newbies. All right, you need to know how to trade Forex already to be able to use Bekenet software. You may not need advanced training, but you need the basic. You need the basic. You should be able to tell what support and resistance are. All right, should be able to tell support and resistance. Okay, you should be able to draw trend lines. You should be able to know how to take profit and stop loss. So now you can see that this was a trend. The market was coming down like this. The market was trending down, and there was a break above. So you see that this whole while, this is 4 hours time frame, the market never broke above. So this is the first time that the market broke above. You can see this breaking. Now this was where the market broke above. All right, and now let me use the crosshair. So the market break above from here. Now where you see the cross, that is where I'm referring to. The market break this level, and this was a break, then this become a retest. So after this retest, you know, the market went up and the break. This was the first change. If you look at this level where this horizontal line on the crosshair is, that was the first change of character. All right, okay, it went up and it came down to do a return to origin. Now there is a standard change of character here right now. There is a standard change of character. So this trend has actually changed completely. So I have confidence in this buy. All right, I have confidence in this buy. So I'm going to be taking my take profit at this level. So I'm going to be taking my take profit at this level. So let me use this level now. Okay. Let me use this level. So now I'll copy this. I want it to be the exact. So I will come here. I'll come here now. FSVO 60. I'm going to put this as my TP. Okay. Now, this software, the market is not your own. The market is not my own. All right, you should be able to give room for your trade to breathe. Or forget all those 5 pip stop loss, 2 pip stop loss. It's not applicable here. Now, the owner of the software who designed it said you are safer working with the previous day low. All right, the previous day low. Now, this is daily. And if you look at this market now, our previous day low is this one. So if I click here now, I would want to put my XL here as my previous day low. Okay. Now this does not mean that the market is going to come this low, but this is just for you to be safe. All right. This is just for you to be safe. No matter the movement and the pullback the market does, with this you are safe. All right. There is a kind of pullback this market will do. It will even be an advantage for you to enter a new position to add to the one you already in. Okay, so this trade now, I'm going to be sharing this trade now. I'm going to be sharing this trade. So let me go to like 15 minutes. Okay, let me go to like 15 minutes. Now let me click on it so that people will understand the take profit and stop loss on this market. Okay, so take profit and stop loss. Let me take a screenshot. So I've already taken this screenshot. So this is the way you use the Bekenet software. All right, I'm going to be uploading this now, and it's for education for you who is using Bekenet software. You should know when to enter, how to enter, and what to look out for. Congratulations, because you'll be joining this trade. I'm going to drop it right now. God bless you. See you at the top.